We're going to wake up the body. Hi guys. And start with your inhale through your nose if you can, and then you're going to curl up your lower back, and you all keep going. I'm just adjusting the wire of my mic. So inhale, and on the exhale, curl your lumbar spine down. You want to touch the lumbar spine to the floor before you peel it up. And curl up, and then I'll make sure, Allison, you okay? You can see? Okay, good. Yeah, and you won't have the volume. That's right, you'll be muted. So you're going up and down as slowly as it takes you to feel like you're getting some attention to each vertebra as you're able to go up and down. And your four corners of your feet are equal on the floor. So you're going to feel the mound of your big toe, the pinky mound, your inner heel, and your outer heel. Now take two more. We're waking up that body. Now when you're ready, you're going to stay up and hold for 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then lower your spine. And for now, just take a happy baby. You can also open up your big toe or your pinky toe. 5, good. 4, look, the little rock is really nice. 3, 2. Now, if you care to add on an element of challenge, you're welcome to do this on the foam roller. Otherwise, stay on the floor, and you can do it either way. So if you're adding the foam roller, your feet are on the foam roller and you're curling up and down. You can also do this on the arc if you have one. You can exhale up and down. Now, you're welcome to stay with a two-footed bridge, or those of you that would like to add a challenge, take your right leg up in the air and lengthen it as much as your hamstring will allow, and lower and lift your spine while keeping your hips level. Now let's add our breath. 4, beautiful. Lengthen that knee as your hamstring wakes up. I know at first my hamstring's a little tight, and as you're there, you may be able to lengthen that leg a little bit more. Good. Michelle, 9. Now this exhale, we can switch it up. So the foot that was in the air is now on the roller or the floor. Take your other leg up. It's in a long leg. I think of a pencil. It's like a number 2 pencil. It's straight, pointed up to the sky with a point in the toes. You're lowering your spine all the way. Sacrum, 15, 5, 6, and all the vertebrae. 7, breathe in and out. 8, 9, good, lengthen that leg. 10, and then hug both legs in and give yourself a little bit of a rock here. We're going to take the legs a little further away. This is on the floor or on the roller. You choose. So if your feet are further away, you have a bigger angle. You can have it right where your calf meets your ankle if you're on the foam roller. You can have feet further away from your hips if you're on the floor. Lift up your hips. You just want to feel your hamstrings in a little different area. Lift up and lower. Lift up. I love that little knee bend you have. That soft knee bend, it's going to keep those hamstrings on. Good. If it's too intense, bend the knees a little bit more, but that does make it harder. 4 more. 3 more. This is really good for the low back. 2. Now if you can, hold yourself up for 10. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now lift the right leg up and give me a few point and flexes. We're just going to wake up that ankle as well. Inhale, and that ankle is going to do some circles, 3 to 5 each way and the other way. Switch up the legs. We're going to be adding on here in a moment, but I want to touch that hamstring, point and flex. Add some circles in the ankle and circles the other way. Terrific. Now we're going to be adding on the single straight leg stretch. So if you can, lift up your shoulder blades, and then you're going to pull one leg in while one leg lowers. Now one modification could be that your hands go behind your head, and that way you have more neck support. Another modification could be that you have your head down and you do a more vertical scissor. In any case, do about 10 more. 9, 8, 7, you want to be feeling your abs. 6, that looks good. 5, 4, 3, breathing. 2, lift up a little bit more, Polly, and 1. There you go. You did it. And then rest your head and rock a little bit. Leave your left leg down and take your right leg up. We're going to do leg circles with the leg in the air. You're going to draw a big circle and think about synovial fluid. You're pumping lymph in that inguinal crease. There's lymph nodes. This is a good way to get some lymph going. All right, your leg circles are as big as you can maintain your shoulder blades down on the mat. And we're going to be doing 8 the other way as well. 8, big circles. 7. And if you feel any tension in your neck right now, you want to have a pillow under your head. You want to support the ear and shoulder alignment. Now at the end of that 8th one, keep your leg up. We're going to add on a bonus. You could either just do a hamstring stretch, or you could walk up and hold on 2 fingers of your hand to the big toe. Now the left leg can hover, and you're in it's called Utthita Padangusthasana. It's called holding on to the big toe pose. It's an ab crunch. It's a hamstring stretch. And it's a little hip flexor strengthener. Hold, breathe in, yes, and switch. Your head is down, put your other leg up, put your other leg down. Now the leg in the air is going to draw 8 leg circles each way first. We're going to lubricate that joint. Circle that leg around like you're drawing a circle on the ceiling. Keep your ribs down. We're going to do 8 circles the other way. Big. Now add the breath. Inhale through your nose, out through your nose. Now on the 8th one or so, leave your leg up. You are welcome to do a hamstring stretch. You're welcome to do an ab crunch. Try to reach up, 2 fingers to your big toe, and the other right thigh is hovering. So anything along the way that you need, there's those abs. Lift up a little bit more, Betty, in your shoulder blades. Yep, there you go. That'll feel more abs and less neck. Breathe in. And then exhale, relax. Take the hands to the feet, and this is called bound angle. You can let the knees be like little butterfly wings to the side. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now both legs go up. You're glued at the legs. Your hands are beside your hips like a frame, and I want you to circle your legs, and then when you get back to your vertical, you're going to go the other way. So one's clockwise, one circle's counterclockwise. Good, Allison, I can see you. Your ribs are down. Yep, your knees are long if your hamstrings have awakened. Mine are still feeling a little tight, so I'm going to keep a slight knee bend. I want you to listen to your body. And you're only going down as low as you can maintain ribs on the mat, shoulder blades on the mat. 2 more, corkscrew, and 1 more. All right, hug the legs just for a moment, add a little rock. And the next move is crisscross. So this is an abdominal. If you need a backup plan, like let's say you have osteoporosis, you can do the bridge. Your hands are behind your head, lift your shoulder blades up, and then add a rotation. Your right shoulder towards your left knee, your left shoulder towards your right knee, right shoulder to left knee. Belly in. Add your toes, pulling back if you'd like, so you're now flexing or dorsiflexing. 4, 3, abdominals, 2, and 1. And then hug for just a little bit. Nice job. Same thing, bridge is always a backup plan. I'm going to give us double leg stretch. So in this one, I'm going to show modification. Double leg stretch, arms up, legs up, and then hug your legs. If you want it a little bit harder, arms a little bit away, legs a little bit away, swim your arms around, hug your legs. If you want it hardest, lift up your shoulder blades, stay up in your shoulder blades, and then stretch out your arms and legs, and then hug them like you're a little ball. Stretch and hug. So wherever you need to be. 4 more. Shoulder blades up. If you're up though, make sure your neck's not strained. 3. And if you need to, you can always rest. 2. Good. Breathe in and exhale. Nice job. I want to do 1 more before we change this position. So both legs go up, and pretend you're a little pair of scissors, like a pair of travel scissors. They're vertical. You can feel your abs are maintaining your ribs down. If you care to add on, put your hands behind your head, rotate and lift your shoulder blade, and rotate and lift your shoulder blade to the other leg. So it's kind of like we put two moves together. Single straight leg stretch meets crisscross. All right, flex your feet if you're ready for 10 more. 9, 8, hang in there. We're almost done with this little block of abs. 4, 3, even it up so you're even on the right and left, and then recover. Get ready, hands underneath the thighs and pop up. Terrific job, guys. We're going to be grabbing a sip. We try to do an 8 to 12 ounce protocol per class, so grab a sip or as much as you need. Now we're going to be on our belly. That was a really good ab series, so we're going to complement it with thoracic extension. So get your belly down towards the floor and your legs long behind you. Now the first one we're going to do is without any hands, so that we are pure in our back strength. Your hands can be beside your hips. This is Shalabhasana. Go up with your torso, lift up your arms. You might even try to spiral your arms open, external rotation, so the thumbs more towards the sky and the pinkies more towards the floor. Now the legs can lift. Every time you breathe, you're gonna feel yourself come up a little higher. Now I'm gonna look at you. You guys keep your thing. Yep. Yes, good, Polly, your upper back looks great. Good, Michelle. Good, up. And Allison, you're good, but if you can, tilt your screen down. I cannot see you just when you're belly down. I can see you on the other ones. Yeah, that's it, that's good. And you're gonna lower down, guys. Now the option to recover is a windshield wipe, or if you need a child's pose, please take it. So we're doing a recovery. We're gonna do that one again. Now legs long. And at first, your hands are beside your hips, lift up. Those of you that want to add on, you could interlace your fingers, but if that's stressful on your shoulders, do not do that. Now come up. Good. If you're tight in your back at all, internally rotate your femurs so your toes are towards each other. Yep, I think that'll feel better. Allison, that's good. Arms up. 5. That a girl. Polly, keep that. 4, 3. Looks good. Karen, 2. Good, Jean. 1. Now we're gonna sneak a child's pose in this series. So press yourself back, relax your back, breathe fully. Good. Everybody looks good. That's it, Jean. Keep going and listen to your knee, Karen. I know it's you fell, so just go to the place that feels good. All right. When you're ready, come on back down to belly, guys. Let your arms be a pillow. We're gonna mix up a bit here. We are prone in this block. I want you to think about the right leg going up towards the sky, and then the left leg going up towards the sky. And keep going. What you're trying to do is keep your pelvis stable. In other words, you're not rocking right to lift up a leg, or you're not turning your body to a hip extend. So it's real pure where the glute meets the hamstring. Now, if you could see your legs, see if they feel like they're going up as high, right versus left. And I'm also just looking for any discrepancies. All right, so that looks good. If you want to add on, we're going to do the swim with the upper body. So the shoulder blades are down the back. The torso comes up a bit. Right arm and left leg at the same time. Left arm and right leg at the same time. Right arm and left leg lift. Good, Polly, that's it. Left arm, right leg. That's it, Cole, looking good. I'm going to look at everybody. And then if those of you that want to add on, like you're doing, Michelle, but Michelle, lift your head up a tiny bit more, I think. Yep. Now do the same thing. Right arm, left leg, left arm, right leg. And speeding it up, but you're in control, is another, and you can also do a percussive breath. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. Sniff, sniff, exhale, exhale. So all these are things that help the brain, prevent dementia during exercise, help the respiratory muscles, help the posture. All right, push back, child's pose. This time, if you want to curl your toes under, it's an extra foot stretch. And that's also so good for the back. I find that in the seasonal changes of shoes, the feet can get tight as we're changing into shoes. So it's always good to do this one. Grab a sip if you'd like. We're going to go back down to prone, but I just want to keep us hydrated. I think in the winter it's easier to forget to drink with the cold weather. It's only 55 degrees outside. It's easier to forget. All right, we're going to, they're easy to remember. So we're going to come down. We're going to come up to the swan variations with our hands, and you could do this with your hands or you could do it with your roller. So I'm going to demonstrate both. So at first you're going to lift up, and then your hands are going to assist you by pressing you higher. And then you're going to lower, and your legs are going to come up. Both of them. And then the legs lower, and then your torso lifts up, and then you use your hands. And then your torso lowers, and then you lift your legs. Now go as slow as you need. I'm going to keep adding cues. You can press a little bit more with the pinky side of your hand. Yes. And let your neck rest as your legs go up. As you get warmed up, your hands might be able to get closer to your body. Your elbows are pointing down. That's it. Good. Upper body, now lower body. And at first, just hold this one. So it's 10, and that way you can really establish, yeah, nice. I like how the pinky's a little bit more dominant. So Jean, wrap your elbows underneath you more and see how, yes, there you go. So if you feel your elbows out, just wrap them underneath. Good, Karen. Neck is soft. Should feel delicious. Lower down. Now we're going to do that again, but if you care to add on your foam roller, you are welcome. I want you to choose what you need. So we're going to go up and hold. So I'm demonstrating both ways. There's no wrong way. Hold up. 10. Yep, and you're going to feel your, yeah, you're going to feel your upper back. Yes, Betty, that was good. Did you feel like you did that extra half an inch? That's good. So you feel these little subtle abilities to go further. Polly, that looks great. Inhale. And then lower, and you know we're going to do it again. I love to do at least 3 of these. Here we go. Inhale. Come up. And breathe. Pinky dominant. Yep. Yeah, whichever one you're doing, the pinky's dominant. That looks great. Good, Allison. Good, Karen. Good, Polly. Lift up that back. You might imagine it floating or that it's light. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Good, guys. Let's go back to a child's pose for a minute, and I'm going to do a knee wide one. So my belly goes right between, allowing the opportunity to have a humongous diaphragmatic breath. Breathe in. Terrific. All right, come back. Actually, grab a sip and then come back down. I'm going to cue a lot of water today. We'll have at least 12 ounces by the end of the class, I'm sure. So when you're ready, this is the possibility. You can go up with your torso and then let your hands assist. And then lower your torso and your legs come up. Now that's the first layer. If you want to add on, lift up with your torso and your hands, and then you can let go and do 1 swan. Let me get away from this humongous aloe. Or do about 3 to 5. Remember, you can do 1, you can do slowly. You can always feel like Dr. Seuss. You can do this in a chair, you can do this anywhere. So just do it what feels good to you. What do you need? And then a little windshield wipe. Now this is a way to be belly down prone and have a release. Conveniently, nice Karen, conveniently our knees are already bent, ready for the next. So reach your right hand back to your right ankle or foot. Now reach your left hand to your left foot or ankle. If you want to just do 1 foot or ankle, please do. We're going to do 2 repetitions anyway. You're in a bow pose. Come on up when you're ready. Yes. All right. Breathe. 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 Enjoy. The whole anterior side of your body is open. Recover for a moment, and we're going to do it again. So if you want to take your other foot, if you only had 1, then do that. Or if you want to take a second set, 2 feet. Here we go. Breathe in, inhale, and we're lifting. Oh, good. 10, 2, 3. Yep, lift up. 4. That a girl. And Polly, you're getting better already. 5, 6. Lift the knees. Yep, if you can. 3, 2. You got it, nice, and then push back. So we'll do a child's pose. I'm going to add an elbow bend. It's just a little bit of a tricep opener when you bend your elbows and pat yourself on the back in child's pose. 5. And then come up. Now, grab a sip. We're going to be doing some spinal articulation. I'm going to show a few different ways. Cat-cow is the first way. Now, if you have any severe wrist issues going on, one opportunity or modification is to fold your knuckles. You can also use hand weights so that your knuckles have room. Another trick is to just put your forearms on a arc or some other bench surface. So that's the first one. So do your spinal articulation. I'm going to look just to make sure I'm cueing what everyone needs. That a girl, good Cole. Inhale and exhale. Okay, so that's your main goal. If you care to add on and listen to your body, you could do this in a down dog, lift your heels, lumbar, middle, upper back. This can also be done with your hands on an arc, by the way, wrapped around the pocket, or the forearms on the floor, or the forearms on the arc. Like there's all sorts of ways. I want you to find a way that you need to articulate your spine. So it could be cat-cow. Good. And good, that's it. Good, Allison. And if you want, you can use your arc and your fingers can be in that second pocket if you want. Or you could be on your forearms. Good. Shoulders open. Tuck your chin. Everybody looks good. You're finding a way. Good, Cole. Back and forth. One more. And exhale. All right, now either find yourself in down dog or in dolphin. So this is down dog with your hands in an upside down V. Your body's in upside down V. This is dolphin. One elbow down, need 2 elbows down. So find yourself, because I want you to feel your calves getting a fabulous stretch. That a girl. That's it. Great, Polly. Hold. 5. Lengthen those calves. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, hot dog, grab a sip. So that was some articulation, just like bridge was. Now we're in a little unit we're going to call core plank. So this block is going to be some abs, shoulder blade stability, lumbopelvic stability. So you're going to get your forearms down for most of us, I would say. And you're in a plank. At first, just establish your stability. So your elbows are under your shoulder. That feels good. Check. Ears are in line with your shoulder, not drooping the head towards the floor. Check. Belly isn't drooping down. It's in line. It's strong. Ribs in line with the pelvis. Knees are strong. Heels are straight up. Yeah, we got all that. Check. And then let your pelvis down. You're stretching out those core muscles, either Sphinx, or if you would like to stretch out in a swan, just stretch out the muscles we used. Good, Jean. Did you feel how you wrapped your elbows? That was good. Good. Inhale. Head back, Cole. Yep. Inhale. Yeah. And then we're going to go into an isometric plank. So when you come up this time, pull your elbows to your toes and your toes to your elbows. Here we go. Come up. Nothing really moves, but you're going to feel like an inside job of a contraction. So you're in plank. Now pretend your elbows are going to your feet and your feet are going to your elbows. You're just going to feel more work on the abs. 5 more. Make sure your head's pulling back. Everyone looks good. I'm just going to say that cue to make sure that was good. Jean, 3, 2, and recover. Sphinx or swan. Yeah, so we're stretching out those abs. Now come down when you're ready. Inhale. Yeah, good. Good. I like that. Neck shake, Karen, that's good. Anytime you're unsure of it, you're holding tension, you kind of can release it. Now we're going to go to the side. Your side plank static. So what we do is we establish stability before we add mobility. So now you're on a side plank. Now a modification would be that your hips down, or that your knees are down, or that a foot's down. So find out. Everybody looks good. Solid. Solid. Feel these core muscles helping. Breathe in. Now lower your hip, and then we're going to go to the other side. You're welcome to turn over. I'm just going to turn, I'm going to use this to the other side plank. So if your elbow is sensitive, forearm, just put a mat or pad down. Come up and hold 10. Good. Everybody looks good. Pull your head back like it's on a wall. That a girl. That was it, Allison. 5, 4, feel your core. 3, feel your breathing. 2. Now we're going to lower that hip down. Really good. Now the next core is going to be on the front plank. So both arms down. Possibly you're going to push forward and back. This is the add-on. Now you can do this by pointing your toes and dropping back through your heels. Good. Yep. You could do this on a foam roller under your shins. There's all sorts of ways. But feel how those abs are more, drop your hips a little, Allison, just barely. Inhale. And last one. Good. Turn sideways. Now you can do this with your ankles on a foam roller, or you can do them on the floor. You're going to come up. Now this arm is going to thread a needle, but your hips will not thread. Take this arm back. We're going to do 5 of these. Breathe in. Stretch. Breathe in. Stretch. Let's do 2 more. Now, if you're feeling okay and you can add on, take 5 circles with this top arm. Mobility, if you need a break, please take a break. All right, guys, lower your hip, switch it up. And the intention is more important than the execution of the form I'm showing. So if you need a breather and you need to just rest and do your shoulder, go for it. So hold yourself up, get ready. Now if you're ready and you're adding on, thread a needle and then open your arm up. Behind you is a little extra stretch. Breathe in and exhale. I like to even go through the fingers, give all the nerve, shoulder, muscles, everything gets attention. Now if you're adding on with me, you're going to do some circles, big ones. 5, 4, mobility. 3, good. 2, 1. Awesome. Really good. Grab a sip. So that was a little touch of some core plank. We're going to do some things that are coordination. The exercise plus coordination is even more powerful than crossword puzzles because your brain is getting more blood flow. So we're going to do a roll down. You'll do the best you can. Remember, you can always do a bridge or a hip opener if you need. So you're seated. Make sure there's enough room behind you. You don't want to hit anything. So inhale. Now you're going to keep your legs glued. Imagine there's a canvas strap over your ankles. Now try to articulate. One vertebra comes down. One vertebra comes down. Keep your legs glued together and down. Now just do the best you can. When you're down, your arms go overhead. Inhale. Now we're going to exhale. Let your arms reach forward. Tuck your chin. Peel your upper back up. We're doing 3 good ones of these roll-ups. Try to peel up. Yeah, cheat it. Grab your leg if you need to, or put a band around your leg. Stretch. Now you're going to roll down. Exhale. Sequence the spine. Yes, good. Tuck the chin. Controlled. If you need this harder, arms frame your ears the whole time. Exhale. Glue your legs down. Breathing. And coordinating breath with movement also helps the parasympathetic system. So this is calming even though it's strengthening. All right, so should be third one. Exhale up, over. Good. And now together, just take a little break. We'll do a little bound ankle stretch and let your feet be together and let your knees be wide. So this is a little break in between. We're going to continue, but we're just going to take a little break. Yeah, press those knees down if you can. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Looking good. Yep, towel wipe here. And then come back up. Now the next one, you could do that stretch longer, or you could do the neck pull, which looks like a straight line. You might imagine a hardcover book, or you can do bridge. Hinge. We're going to do 3 of these. Hinge as long as you can. Now when you can't hinge anymore, flex your spine. Inhale, head down. Exhale, peel up and over. The hands beside your head makes it harder. Lengthen your spine. Okay, hinge. When you cannot hinge anymore, flex your spine, lumbar, thoracic, down. Inhale. Exhale, tuck the chin, peel up. The modification would be to put your arms forward for that little bit of a hard part. Lift up. You're long, you're tall, you're a hardcover book. Hinging. Good, Betty. And flexing. Good. Take a full body stretch. Nice job. Full body stretch. Turn to the side. Now I'm going to offer, so those were a couple of coordination. These are for preventing hip fractures, bone density, and helping to complement sagittal plane movement. So most of us move in sagittal plane, like we walk, we jog, forward, back. This is sideways stuff. So take yourself up, lift up the rib. Take this top leg and go around. So we're moving in a different plane as opposed to just that sagittal plane of walking. Now you want to feel like your abs are helping you. You're not collapsed in the shoulder. You're lifted up. 6, good. 7, 8, good. Keep lifting. 9. Now I'm going to pull the toes back. So I always like to do stuff with the feet and the ankles because no one on my watch will shuffle ever. I want your feet and ankles to have had attention. So we're strengthening those muscles that prevent shuffling. Breathe in. And that hip should feel like it's working. Take that body down to the arm now. Take the hip that was working in front of. I want this hip to not work. It's passive, so stretching. Take your bottom leg and point and draw circles. Really big circles, maybe the size of a large pumpkin. Pull your toes back and go the other way. I'm going to add a little bonus here. Take that leg up and pulse high. 10 little pulses vertical. Just that leg is as high as you can. Flex that same foot and pulse high. Nice. Now, before we go on, I'm going to take this leg into a small pattern, 5 each way. Bend the knee, the top leg, go up, 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 and then go down. This is develope. So draw, point your leg, develop your leg, go up, flex down. Inhale, draw, stretch it up. Little patterns with exercise help the brain. The brain doesn't get as much blood supply as the other organs, so this helps it get it. Go up. Sauna does too. Good. Go up. Cardio does too. 3, stretch. 4, but we're doing a pattern with the exercise. Now, this leg, try to get it up as high as you can. Can you hold on with your hand somewhere? If not, grab a Dynaband or a Pilates ring. This is also a yoga pose called Anantasana. Stretch out that leg. Pull your toes back if you need more. 10, 2, 3. I love the stretch. I hope you like it. 4, 5. Again, we're pumping lymph. Nature's natural way to get some immunity. Breathe in. Let's go to the other side. And now in your mind's eye, grab a sip if you want. Try to remember what comes next. What's the next pattern? What was the exercise sequence? So then your brain is working. Good girl, Cole, go for it. And we're going to come up. The first pattern was circles. I like to think of a big beach ball. Or in elementary school, if you ever played crab ball, you're trying to trace this really big ball. Remember, you would be on your hands and kick the feet at the ball. Flex, you're now pulling your toes back. I want to work those shin muscles, tibialis anterior, extensor digitorums. Keep lifting up so your body's not swaying back and forth, it's stable. Everybody looks good. I'm just cueing to make sure we all have it. Breathe in, breathe out. Now this arm is going to be a little pillow, like your pillow that keeps your neck safe and neutral. Take this, good, leg. Now the bottom leg, can you point it and try to go really tall in your inner thigh? Belly pulls in. If you can, create a little oblique window. Underneath your bottom oblique should be a space where you could put your fingers. Flex that foot, dorsiflex, and go the other way. Pull all your toes back. Neck soft, jaw soft. Now we added on a little pulsing. So can you lift it up as high as you can and add a little point? I'd say about 2 inches, and you're doing 10 reps. And then flex it for the 10 reps up high. You should feel your inner thigh. Woo! Okay, let that leg down. Take your top leg again. Développé, also called passe. Up, heel. Draw a line up your leg as close as you can, then stretch up your leg as high as you can. Good, and 3, 4. Enjoy. You might put a graceful dancer quality to this move. Go the other way, up and down and up and down and up. After that 5th complete one, let's hold on to that stretch. Anantasana. Hold on to your toes, hold on to your leg, your calf, your Pilates ring, whatever you need. Oh, breathe. Five, 4, 3, stretch it out. 2, inhale, and then exhale. Now, lie on your back and take a letter V with your stretch. So you're on your back, take both legs out, and if you can reach your toes, go for it. If not, reach your ankles. Just take a big inner thigh stretch. Relax your neck. Oof, needed this. 10. Yep. Open the legs up, Miss Polly. Now you may be holding on to your ankle or your thigh, but just get a stretch. Inhale. Now let your hands come underneath your thighs. You're going to use your legs to come up a bit. Grab a sip. Good job, guys. Nice. We're going to do a little 21 challenge. So we're going to do some functional fitness challenges. If you are like me and your elbows feel better with a little mat, you might have that handy or fold up your mat. We're going to do 21 planks in a row, but it's not about doing them fast and furious. It's about doing each one with good form. So every time you go to a new plank, you're going to check your form. We'll do it together. The first one is the forearm plank front. So hold this for a moment like someone's taking your picture. This is 1. Now turn sideways. And just check your form. Okay, your shoulders down the back. This is 2. Good. Now when you go back to front plank, this one's 3. So hold for a moment. Good. All right, turn to the other one, side. 4. Come back to front plank. This one's 5. Good. Turn to the side. This one's 6. Turn to front plank. This one's 7. Turn to the side. This one's 8. Turn to the front. This one's 9. Turn to the side. 10. Rest if you need to. Yeah. And then front 11, or bend your knees and lower them if you need to. Side 12. Front 13. Side 14. Listen to your body. If you need to do bridging, that's okay. 15. Good. 16. These are just some functional challenges we're going to do. 17. 18, or shoulder stretch. Yep. 19. Good. 20. We're almost done. 21. All right. Great job. Take a breath. So one of the measures of fitness is to get your resting heart rate back after you've done something challenging. So It's a little soft goal. Get that breath back. Now I'm sitting like this. If you can, do that. And I'm going to offer a few ways to get up without using the hands. So one is that the foot's, let's say right foot's forward. I'm still using my left shin to stand up with no hands. I'm together, left foot back, lower with control. I'm not just collapsing on my knees. And I'm offering this way to come down. You can come down another way if your knees don't like that. So Karen, that's great. Yeah, you just stay there. I think that's good. So if you recently fell on your knee, you won't go down. Yeah, and then do the left foot, push up, all together. Good. Lower down. Back foot. You're reverse lunging. You're careful. Good. I'm offering this way. Now, I'm just going to show you. You may just have it in your visualization, but you could, a person could curl the toes, sit down, stand up. Now maybe just take whatever that you want. All right, good. All right, now another one could be this is in that Peter Attia book, but so you could start crisscross, right foot forward, longevity, right foot forward, and then you push, and then you come up. Stand normal, left foot back, lower. Now the main goal is how little can I get by with using my hands? Betty, you can tell yours is getting better, right? It's better. And now your left foot's forward. So all I've done is change feet and then stand up. And another one, Karen, you might like is just a wall sit where you put your back up against the wall and you sit your back against the wall. That way you don't have to worry about that knee bend. Third one is crisscross applesauce. Come up, come down. Crisscross applesauce, come up. Nice. I like the yoga block, Allison. And come down. Jean, you're going to be getting on and off the floor with your grandkids like crazy, right? Okay, so I like it. Somehow get up to standing. Grab a sip. Oh, it got hot in here. Okay. Now, we're going to be doing a one-legged balance. This is something that whenever I teach someone who hasn't done it before, I'm always amazed how hard it is for them. So I like to keep it in our repertoire because I don't want it to ever be hard for you. I had a couple new people last week that I showed it to, and it wasn't, and I mean this lovingly, they couldn't do it for 5 seconds. So they're full of potential, but I want you to be able to keep it. Lift and spread your toes. That's kind of opening up all your balance muscles. Now the option is tree. This is a low tree, calf tree, inner thigh. Another option is arms up. What I'm trying to do is keep my hips level and balance on one foot. That's my key objective. So wherever you need to be to do that. You guys have been doing this. You might even like a really fun cow face pose. I love it. All right, hold here calmly. You have a calm determination. Heads back against an imaginary wall. Good. 5 more, 4 more, 3 more, 2 more. And we'll do a challenge of putting our hands to our heart first and then lowering the foot second. Nice. Take a full breath. You want all your biology filled. Lift and spread your toes. Ideally, all your toes move. Lift the other foot. Go to your tree. All right. Go to your arms. Good. Cow face, arms up, palms at your heart, whatever you need. Polly, that looks great. So I like that you are getting that back. Karen, look how high that leg is. Wonderful. Look at that. Everybody. Betty, your leg's getting higher too. Look at everybody. So there's always these tiny little ways you can work on things. This is fun. Breathe fully. 5, 4. Good. 3, 2. Lower your hands. That's the challenge. And then your feet. Nice job, guys. I love it. Now, I like to do a dynamic balance. So the lower body. What we'll do is 4 circles each way. What you could do is make it a goal not to touch the foot the whole way. So the right foot will be doing the working, the movement. This leg's working though too, of course, right? 2. Now you could imagine you're a ballerina. You're graceful. You can do your arms static. You can do them moving. Okay, 4 the other way. And my goal, not touch the foot. Dynamic balance. Keep the breath. Yeah, 2 more. Good, Polly. Love it. Love it. Get your full breath. You want to start with all your biology. So here we go. This leg. You're lifted. Now, I'm going to try to go a little bit bigger with that circle. Good, breathe in. Good, Karen. Look at everybody. Dynamic balance. Woo! Good. This is a Qigong move, knocking on the door of life. Just release tension. Good job. All right, this is dynamic balance too, but it's the upper body and it's vestibular, which means it's a little bit harder. So take your foot to your tree. Now, it may be lower on this one because it's a little harder. So let's say hands to your heart. Now move your torso, rotate it away from the knee that's in the air. Okay, inhale. And then exhale and face forward. Now lower your foot down. Gorgeous. Try the other one, tree pose. Hands at the heart. Now keep your knee the same. You almost think about it, it's opening a book. Now rotate your torso away from the knee that's in there. 10. And then go forward. Sometimes that right leg's a little harder. That's great. I'm going to give us a little bit for the lower body, and this is also for circulation. So lift up both heels and just enjoy a little calf raise. And our form cues are that each of your toes has equal weight. And I'm giving us this one near the holidays. So if you're traveling and you're in the car, the legs are at 90 degrees and the hips and knees, and the circulation's a bit compromised. So when you get out of the car, you can do some calf raises on a curb. You can do them on the way to the restroom or gas station, but this is just an easy, no fuss move. Good. Nice. And if you can, we're going to hold on to something that lets you do one at a time. And we're adding on some movements that are good if you're traveling, or if you've been in the car, or even if you're in the kitchen cooking for a long time and you just need to get some blood moving. Notice my hips are level here. And I always like to notice, let's do the other one for 10. So for me, this ankle's had more ankle sprains, the left one. So I'm really trying to track each toe has equal weight at the top. I'm not letting that ankle kick out to the side. I'm not inverting my foot. Good. Nice job. Really good. So we'll just do one. Karen, I'm going to give you a wall squat. Karen, you're probably going to, and anyone can do this. This is a wall squat where you walk your feet out and your back's against the wall. So I'm going to demonstrate a couple ways, especially if you've been having any knee issues, you've fallen. This is a way that you can work your legs, but usually the knees don't hurt in this. So I don't want to make a blanket statement, but right here, you're working. And you could give yourself a challenge like we are today. You can do this for a minute. You can do this for 30 seconds, but try 30 more seconds with me if you can. We'll try that minute challenge. Now you notice if you're lower, it's harder, right? You notice if it's too hard, you just kind of get upright more and more obtuse in your knees. Notice how your back can be up against the wall and your head, so it's a really good posture cue. Your head, back of your head's against the wall, and so are your shoulders. Okay guys, stay with me. 10, I hope you feel your legs. 9, keep breathing. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now you could slide against your wall. It kind of depends on your clothing. And then come on down to the floor. Now, if you can, don't use your hands. In other words, do this without your hands. Everybody good? Awesome. Grab a sip and I'm really proud of you. We're going to do a couple stretches. You can sit however you want. Karen, are you comfortable sitting? We're going to do a rotation to go like that. Yep, thank you, Karen. Now this is a rotation. Yes. Oh, upper back rotation. I'm going to look at you for a minute. Okay, everyone looks good. When you breathe in, lift up through your back. Yeah, 10. Maybe lift the chin just a micromillimeter, Michelle, just the tiniest bit. Yep, there you go. So even the neck is in this in a safe way. Breathe in and open up those arms. And if you're like me, you kind of feel like you're over here now and your body wants to do the other side. So rotate to the other side. When you exhale, it gives in. Rotational stretches are really important for posture preservation. Good. Betty, that looks good. 10. Five. Now when you come back, you're going to go over to lateral flexion. So one arm could be on the floor, forearm, just find out what works for you. Over. Yeah. Act like I'm there pulling you. This hip's pushing down. Add a rotation down and breathe into that rib cage. Add a rotation up. Imagine you can see all of your intercostals, the muscles between your ribs, and that each of those intercostals has expanded with your inhale. Don't leave out one intercostal. Stretch them all. Inhale. Now when you come up, it might feel like this side's just bigger and more spacious. Here we go. And I want you to feel like you can sit any way you want. My main objective is that we stretch our spine laterally, our shoulder, our lat, and our intercostals. Rotate down. This is also great timing for one lung breathing. Send your breath to that side. Send your breath in a little rotation up. Yeah. Find a place that you need. Breathe in long, full. Inhale and come up. Now the legs are going to go forward, and that helps to counterbalance this next one called the rack. So go up with one arm, and the fingers are pointing away, but you are barely on your hands. You're not heavy on your hands. Fingers up and away. Your elbows are soft even. Lift your heart. So from the inside out, stretch out your shoulders and your chest. Barely on your hands. You're more lifting up with your back. Breathe in fully. Inhale. Now, I'm going to just have us sit up. Make sure there's space behind you. I want you to feel like you have room so that when you roll down, you won't hit anything. Take your right ankle to left thigh and reach your hands through the window. If you need a little pillow, this is like if your head feels like it's off a little, just put the pillow. Good, good. Put a pillow under there. You're welcome to add a little ankle roll. And I want you to just enjoy the fact that you're on the floor stretching, that you're giving your body attention, that your breath is long and full. You're breathing in your nose. You're filling your cup with wellness, filling your cup with care. We're going to do that on the other side, the ankle to thigh. Reach your hand through. Yep. This is a great one to do a little rocking or ankle movement. Your eyes are soft, your jaw is soft. Nice. And we're going to do a little hamstring stretch, one leg down, one leg up. If you want to grab a Dynaband or a Pilates ring, you can. You can also just stay where you are and just hold on to that. Yeah. Just enjoy. This is a nice one just to take across the midline a bit. That a girl, Michelle. That a girl. Or to take out a bit. Inhale. And let one leg down and one leg up. And if you need a Dynaband, a Pilates ring, I want you to be empowered for self-care. Do what ways feel the most potent for you. Good. Maybe you'll take it across. Maybe you'll take it out a bit. And then take a full body stretch when you're ready. Reach through your fingers, reach through your toes, shift through your body, roll through your ankles like you are yawning or stretching. If you can yawn, elicit a yawn. It helps get into the parasympathetic system. Big breath. And just relax for a moment. And every inhale is filling every cell of your body with wellness, connection, stability, clarity. Feel the well-being in your toes, your shins, your thighs, your hips, your torso, your arms, your mind. Fill your whole body with wellness. And then whenever you're ready, come up to a seated position and sit however's comfortable for you. A lengthened spine so that if you were to see yourself from the side, the ear would be in line with the shoulder would be in line with the midrib and the hips. And there's a little lift in your heart. We'll take a hand to that heart and you can pretend that in the middle of your space under the heart is this beautiful turquoise stone with the word peace. Feel that and then place the hand over and just take a moment to feel that sense of peace, alignment, clarity, wellness, well-being. So breathe that peace in, feel that turquoise stone with the inscription of peace on it, and feel your connection to wellness. Today I'm going to look for all of the evidence of the peace in my world. I'm going to continue to keep my wellness throughout the day. Anytime I need to take a break and come back to this stable point, I know I can take a few breaths and do that with so much appreciation. Thank you guys so much. That was so nice. Thank you so much. I will record this later and put it on YouTube. And I hope to see you guys Monday. Bye. Bye. Oh, and tomorrow there's a class. Bye. And tomorrow there's a class, right? I almost forgot to say it, Betty, but you got my text, and Michelle, you got my text. Okay, great. And Karen, you got my text. Okay, gay meals.